6. Register number 6. 7.
Present, sir.
8.
Present, sir.
8 present, sir.
9.
8 present, sir.
9. 10.
Present,
11.
sir. Present,
Who is
sir.
there? 11 or 10?
Present, sir. 11%, sir.
12.
Present, sir.
13.
Present, sir.
14.
Present, sir.
15. 16.
Present, sir.
17.
Present, sir.
18.
Present, sir.
19. 20.
Present, sir.
21. 22.
Present, sir.
23.
Present, sir.
24. 25. 24. Who is 24?
Sir.
Huh?
Sir Kishore.
25.
Yes, sir.
26.
Present, sir.
27.
Yes, sir.
28.
Yes, sir.
29. 30. TD series. 1. 01. 2.
Present, sir.
3.
Present, sir.
4.
Present, sir.
5. 6.
Present, sir. 6 present.
7.
Present, sir.
8.
Yes, sir.
9.
Present, sir.
10. 11.
Yes, sir.
12.
Present, sir.
13.
Present, sir.
14.
Yes, sir.
Present, sir.
15. 15.
14, yes, sir.
15. 16.
Present, sir.
17.
Yes, sir.
18. 19.
Present, sir.
20.
Present, sir.
21.
Present, sir.
22.
Present, sir.
23.
Present, sir.
That's all, no? Okay. So absent is BY series 4, 6, 9, 10, 19, 21, 29, 30.
21.
Sir,
TD
BY
series
4
5,
present,
10.
sir.
Huh?
BY 4 present, sir.
Sir, BY 6 present, sir.
Okay.
Sir, BY 21.
9%,
Right.
sir.
9 also present. Right.
BY
Sir,
21.
BY 13.
Right, sir.
Sir,
Right.
BY 21.
21 given. Right. So now today's class we'll see non-recursive functions. We'll see. Last class have given one non-recursive problem examples also. I told you how to solve it. So non-recursive problems is nothing but so this problem have given. So write the input of the problem is nothing but n comma n. N comma n is the input. You can check it out your assignments. So input size is n comma n. So how many rows and how many columns? So here n minus 1 we have given n comma n. So here input is here itself they have given n cross n by n matrix. So you can enter the same thing. And basic operations are nothing but inner loop. So C of I comma j is equal to C of I comma j plus C of I comma k into B of k comma j. So that means multiplication and addition. So in this basic operations are nothing but so addition and multiplication. So best, worst, average cases. So in this case there is no best, worst, average cases because when you are doing multiplication, whether the 0 or 1 whatever it may be, should continue till end of the loop. So that is the reason there is no best, worst case, average cases. Best, worst cases exist. So only one cases only will be existing. So number of comparisons. Number of comparisons is nothing but 1, 2, 3 loops. So 3 loops is nothing but summation, summation, summation. First summation I goes from 0 to n minus 1. J goes from 0 to n minus 1. K goes 0 to n minus 1. This is the loop. So when you are simplifying, so n minus 1 into n minus 1 into n minus 1. So that means what? N minus 1 into n minus 1 into n minus 1, n into n into n square, n cubed. So theta of n cubed is the answer. So whoever done it, you can check it out. How many of them done it this? How many of them done? Vaishnavi, have you done this?
Yeah.
Huh?
No,
Have you
sir.
done it or not?
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, only I got 2 to 3, sir. Rest all I didn't get, sir.
Huh?
First 3 I got, sir. Rest all I didn't get 4, 5.
What was the problem? You should have asked when I told when I told in the class. Arjun,
Yeah, sir, I got.
Ashok,
Yes, sir. I do, sir. I mails already.
Murali Krishna.
Sir, I am also done.
Okay.
I
So
also
you got
mailed it.
whatever I told.
Yes, sir.
Whatever I told you, got it. All right. See, you have to do it. Otherwise, mathematical equations is a bit difficult. So if you try to do it, if you have doubt, then you can ask the teacher. If you are not attempting, if you are not doing, then it is very difficult. Okay, so you have to solve once. If you have any problem, next class you should ask it. So if you are not doing that, you cannot follow the class. That's what I can say. So now today's class will see it. So analysis of recursive algorithms. Recursive algorithms also same thing. First one is decide on parameter indicating an input size. First one is. Second one is identify algorithm basic operations, calculate the worst, average and best cases, set up the recurrence relation, solve the recurrence. You can write the copy the questions this. So for every algorithm you have to do the same one, write it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and write the answers. You have to do the same thing, put the heading and analysis of recursive algorithms, write the 5 equations. First question is decide on the parameter indicating input size n. So otherwise directly you can write input size. Algorithms for basic operations. Second one is calculate. Third one is calculate the worst, average and best cases. And fourth one is set up the recurrence relation. And the fifth one is solve the recurrence. Write the questions, all of you, then we'll move to the algorithm. So I have not written for every algorithm the same questions to be followed now onwards. Just we'll say the algorithm, then for that algorithm we have to do it. Copy it. Write once, then only you can understand. Copy it. Arbaz Khan. Copy it. Arbaz Khan.
Yes, sir.
Copy it.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Are you sleeping or are you listening the class?
Listening, sir.
So now you have to tell whatever I am asking the questions. Ashok,
Yes, sir. Present.
Copied,
Sir. Copied, sir.
Okay. So now, just algorithm, you write it, just listen, then we'll go for the questions. So, you know the definition for the factorial value. Factorial is nothing but what? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into so on up to n minus 2, n minus 1 and n. Suppose if you are giving 5 factorial means 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. So either you get 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 or 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Which way you want, you can do it. Normally recursive will come from the last to first. Last lab have told you binary search also the same way. So sorry, linear search. Linear search also we have searched the elements from last to first. This is also the same way we'll be doing. So now we have to find out the formulas. 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into so on up to n minus 1 into n minus n. So for that, how to write the equations? So here is n into f of n minus 1. So that we have written is function of n minus 1 into n. So these were the mathematical functions. So now that up to where we can execute the statement for is n is greater than or equal to 1 and f of 0 is equal to 1. So a factorial 0 always you know that the value is 1. So this statement can be executed up to n is greater than or equal to 1. Suppose if you go for 1 into 2 into 3 into is nothing but we have to go for the looping statement. For writing general equations, normally mathematicians they have done like this. From general formation, general equations we have written it. So put n is equal to 3, 4 or n or 20, 50, whatever it may be. So this is what the recurrence relation. So this is definition, no need to write it. So you know that, just I remind you how to write the equations. Now this one equation is nothing but what we have written here is first f of 0 is equal to 1. We have written. See now with these two statements your algorithm over. Algorithm here is f of n is called the function. Same thing we have written algorithm f of n. So next is if n is equal to 0 in the recurrence relation we have written is called 1. The same statement if n is equal to 1, n is equal to 0, return 1. That's it. See now next equation is f of n is equal to return else return. So this state right hand side what is it is there f of n minus 1 into n over. So this will be calling recursively your function. See such a simple, once you have the mathematical equations, especially writing algorithms is for us bit easy because they will give initial condition also and they will give the mathematical equation also. So mathematical equation f of n is equal to f of n minus 1 function of n minus 1 into n. So that condition is either greater than or equal to 1 or f of 0 is equal to 1. Somebody will write, yes sir, I'll write it f n is greater than or equal to n is equal to 1, then return 1. No problem. If you write it n is equal to 1 also, return 1 also, same thing only. F of 0 also, if you write it, that answer you will be getting. But according to the mathematics, what they have done is we have taken either any one of that. So we have taken here is n is equal to 0, return 1. Even if you write n is equal to 1 also, your program will work perfectly. So that is what we have to do it. These algorithms already you have done data structures. This is nothing but just we have to take it, and for that we have to calculate it. Now Arbaz Khan. Arbaz.
Yes, sir.
What is the first question says, sir? So first is the question, no, first one. What is the question? Now all of you write the algorithm. Just comment lines not required. You write it f n is equal to 0, return 1, else return f of n minus 1 into n. What is the question, sir? First one? You are not writing anything. I know that. Then why to attend the class? If you are not writing, if you are not following mathematical equations, first of all, some of the people they've expressed, sir, we are following bit difficult. If you are not doing anything, how you will follow? Tell me. Huh? Arbas,
Yes, sir.
what is the first question? I told you to copy the question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the first one?
1 minute, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Sunil. Sunil.
Yes, sir.
What is the first question, sir?
Sir,
What is the first question?
decide on a parameter.
Yeah, Arbas, sir. Hello, you make mute, sir. You make mute. Sunil, tell me. What is the first question? Sunil. What is the first
sir.
question? Huh?
1 second, sir. Yes, sir, telling.
What is the first question?
Decide on a parameter indicating an input size.
Input size. Input size you have to find out. Now, what is your input size in this program?
Input size f of n, sir. No.
So, sorry. Vaishnavi,
Yes, sir.
what is the input size in this?
N, sir, N.
N. Now, Sunil,
Yes, sir.
you are here or you are doing some other work?
No, sir, I'm leaving class, sir.
Just how many comment lines are there visible for you?
3, sir.
3 comment lines. What is the second one?
Input and non-negative integer n, sir.
What is the input size here?
N, sir.
What you have? What they have written comment line input only? No.
Yes, sir.
This is what input. Otherwise, f of n. N is nothing but the input size. What you are giving to the program, not blindly saying something. You try to understand the concepts.
Okay.
Huh? Right. Next. Sunil only. What is the basic operations you are doing? Basic operations is nothing but what I told you the definition also. What type of operations you are doing in this program? Second question is basic operations.
Multiplication of
Multiplication.
n.
Right. Second one is the multiplication. You have to write it. Next. All of you write. First one is input size. I have written here n. The down already I have written it. By seeing that also Sunil didn't say that. Basic operation is multiplication. And the third one is what? Sunil, third question. What is the third question says?
To calculate the best, worst, and average case.
Calculate the best, worst, average cases. So when you are doing multiplication factorial 5, what is the answer? Can you say the Sunil? What is the recurrence relation? How you will calculate factorial 5 according to this program?
120 is a factorial of 5 in this.
How you will calculate? Tell me. 120, I know that.
Like reverse 5
tell
into
me,
4
reverse
into
one.
3 into 2 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1.
Yes, 5 into 4 into 3 into 1. So are you stopping any bit in between?
No, sir.
No. So here is recurrence relation recursive program, best, worst, average cases. So there is no best, worst cases. Only the equations only will be calculating. So that's why you will be writing no best, worst cases exist. Write it. The third one is no best, worst cases exist. That means only one case. That is called the average. You have to calculate it. That one will be getting the last. Right. 3 over. Fourth one, Sunil.
Set up recursion relation, sir.
A recurrence relation. So recurrence relation, last statement, what you have written? F of
n minus 1 into n.
F of n minus 1 into n, you have written it. So now what you are doing, multiplication operations you are doing, just the same equations, how to write it with, instead of f, you write it m. So if you write it m, what will happen is m of n is equal to m of n minus 1. See, m of n is equal to, that equation is equal to. So here is whatever they have given the recurrence relation, f of n is equal to f of n minus 1 into n, the same equations you will be writing here also. So recurrence relation is equal to m of n minus 1. So n minus 1 and 1 is the constant. So if you are giving 1 also, answer you have to get it. Factorial 1 is 1, you have to get it. If you get 0 also, you have to give it 1, you have to get it. That is the reason you have written it 1. So the equation can be written like this: m of n is equal to m of n minus 1 plus n. The initial conditions, m of 0 is equal to 0 we have written. So for mathematical to proving purpose, some of the cases I used to say 1 also. If you write it 1 here, how to write it in the end, I'll tell you. If you write it 0, the equations will be very easy to solve the equations. So write it m of 0 is equal to 0 only. So multiplications of 0 is equal to 0. So the initial value m of 0 is equal to 0. M of n is equal to m of n minus 1. So f function, wherever you are having f, you put it m of n minus 1 and 1 constant. That's it. You are doing multiplication operations n minus 1 times plus 1 constant. So total n operations you are doing. That is the way of writing a recurrence relation equations for the recursive problems. Any doubt now this? Next. So write the fifth one is what, Sunil?
Solve the recurrence.
Write it. Find the recurrence relation. Find the recurrence relation. Find the recurrence relation. Write it. M of n is equal to m of n minus 1 plus 1. You have to write it once. Once you practice, then only you will understand. M of n minus 1 plus 1, comma, the initial condition m of 0 is equal to 0. Written. Now how to solve this, we'll see here. Write it. Now first equation as it is, you write it. M of n is equal to m of n minus 1 plus 1. You write the first statement. I'll tell you how to write the second statement. M of n minus n is equal to m of n minus 1 plus 1. M of n minus 1 plus 1. Shruti?
Sir.
Written?
Yeah, sir, written.
So just listen here 1 second, all of you. So wherever you have m of n equation is what, Shruti?
M of n minus 1 plus 1, sir.
Plus 1, no doubt, no?
Yeah, sir.
Right. Now right hand side, now our written is equal to, wherever you have m of n minus 1, you put it in this one. Cursor, can you able to see, Shruti? My cursor, can you able to see?
Yes, sir.
So now m of n minus 1 is there, is equal to how written? M of n minus 1, suppose if you are putting n instead of n minus 1, what will happen right hand side, this one? M of
N minus 1.
n minus 1, already 1 minus 1 is there. So now m minus n minus 1 minus 1, what will happen?
0.
N minus 1 minus 1, what will happen?
2, sir.
See, m of n, you have to replace n minus 1 in m. So that y is equal to, in this equation you have to substitute it. n minus 1, you put it in the first equation itself. So that is equal to n minus 1, you are substituting because your n value is n minus 1. So already minus 1 is there. N minus 1 minus 1, that is equal to n minus 2. This is what the first one. Next. So n minus 1, if you substitute it, so n minus 2 you got it, plus 1 is there, plus 1 you have written it here. First equation, you forgot. Can you able to see? If I show my finger, can you able to see? I've closed one. Can you able to see? Shruti?
Yes, sir.
Now, second statement. No, suppose if I close the finger, can you able to see that?
Yes, sir. Like cursor.
Yes or no?
No, sir.
Okay. So now, this equation, all of you listen once again, I'll tell you. M of n is equal to n minus 1 is there. N minus 1 you substitute it in the m of n. So that means here n minus 1 that is equal to n minus 2, you will get it. Plus 1 is there. That equation itself, plus 1 you have written. That plus 1 as it is. That is one way of writing. Otherwise, so now this plus 1 is there. Listen, then we can copy the second statement. Plus 1 is there, plus 1 write it. Instead of n minus 1, you substitute it in this equation. What you will get it? M of n minus 1. So that is called the n minus 2 plus 1. So that equation and previous one constant is this one. So that is what? That is equal to m of n minus 2 plus 1 is, it will become 2. That is what the second equation. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me this second statement, how to write it. Shruti? Any doubt to write the second statement?
No, sir.
So once you've done this, you will not be having any problem. So next, over. Who else is there? Kishore?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. So, right, sir. Manisha?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt to write the second statement
No, sir.
from first to second one?
No, sir.
Rashmi? Rashmi is not here only. Priyanka? See, if you are making your just net connection, if you are not running, you will not understand anything. That much I can say. So why to say every statement very clearly? This is not theory subject. If it is theory, okay, no problem. Chaitra,
Sir?
any doubt?
No, sir.
Guriya,
Yes, sir.
any doubt to write
No,
the
sir.
second statement?
No, sir.
N minus 1 you have substituted in the first equation, remaining 1 as it is you write it. So that it will become n minus 2. Now n minus 2 you substitute it in n minus 1. So that is, this is what the backward substitution. So backward substitution, numerical methods also it will be coming, but you will not, you are not having that syllabus. That is the problem. So backward substitution. So now, yeah, if you put it n minus 2, already minus 1 is there, n minus 3. So plus 1, previous to this 2 is as it is you are writing. So n minus 3 plus 3 and put dash dash dash. Next. So first term n minus 1 you got it. Second term n minus 2 you got it. Third term you got n minus 3. Now you write it the ith term. Ith term is nothing but n minus I plus I. Once you write this, next what will happen? You write the nth term. So n minus n is
Zero.
Manjunath, 0. So m of 0 plus n. M of 0 is equal to initial value what you have taken?
0.
0. So 0 plus n?
N.
N. That's all. So this is what this is called the backward direction. So now how many times statement is executed in your program?
N times.
N times. What is the average in this program? Also n only. So there is no best worst case, means whatever you are solving the recurrence relation, that is called the average case also, you can write it. So no problem. So that is what they actually, if you write it, there is no best worst case, then we can stop there itself. No need to, just for understanding purpose I'm telling. So this is the way of writing the recursive problems to calculate the first question is identifying the input size. Next is basic operations. Third one is best, worst, average cases. If exist, write the comments. And the fourth one is you have to write the general equation. And fifth one is called the solve the recurrence relations. I hope you can be able to do it now. Recursive problems and non-recursive problems. How to write it? How to identify the input size easily. At least recurrence relation, if you struggle also, non-recurrence, the remaining question and answers, you can write it easily because they will give comment lines, identify input size, and you can write it. Basic operations is nothing but inner loop. So if you have 2 to 3 loops also, the third loop, what type of operations you are doing? Maybe you are checking assignment statement or what is that called? Condition checking or multiplication or addition, whatever it may be. And the general equation is nothing but you have to write the how many looping statements are there in the non-recursive problems. Just put the summation, what values you are getting. That means the loop is executing from what to what. Suppose the loop they have written for I is equal to 0 to n, write 0 to n. So suppose the looping statement I plus 1 to n minus 1, write it the summation I goes from I plus j goes from I plus 1 to n minus 1. So just in that loop, whatever I to j or first to n or first to last, whatever it may be, every loop you write it individually, then put the values for that. So one value for one you can write it and substitute that one, you will be getting the general recurrence relation, that is called the general recurrence relation. Whatever you are solving the equations, that is called the general recurrence relation. So now can you tell me any doubt to solve recurrence problems and non-recursive problems? Okay, any doubts?
Sir, I'm here, sir.
Huh?
Sir, I'm here. Network problem ಆಗಿತ್ತು, so ನಾನು rejoin ಆದೆ sir. ನೀವು ಅವಾಗ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
Right, no problem. So any doubts now? Other people can say, if whoever attended, if you have any doubt, please let me know. Shruti, tell me, madam.
Sir, in factorial, you took f of n minus 1 into n, no, sir. In the equation, you took m of n equals to m of n minus 1 plus 1, sir. Why you took like that?
This one. So now here you have the equation of recurrence definition factorial n is equal to, can you read this?
F of n minus 1 into n.
F of n minus 1 into n. So now how many multiplications you are doing in this, even though you write it n into n minus 1?
Yes.
How many times you will do multiplication?
N times.
Huh? How many times?
Like 5
Yes, what you are saying
factorial.
right only, tell me.
N times, sir.
N times. Now you have to write multiplication equation also n times only. Now m of n is equal to, so right hand side whatever you have written. So now m of, what is this called?
N minus.
F of
n minus 1.
So m of n minus 1, can you write it now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now into n is nothing but this is called one number. That's it. No.
Yeah, sir.
This is called one number. Every time one number only. So I added that one number is called plus 1. That is called one number, one integer. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So that is the way of writing. If you write it n, what will happen in this one? Into n, if you write it every time you are multiplying general equations, when you are calculating n into n into n into n into, it will come. So that is called one number you are taking, that is called separately plus n. That's it.
Okay.
That is the way of writing the general equations. So that is what you have to take the general equation.
Okay, sir.
So when you have the functions, you write it how many times. That is nothing but the multiplication. So other number n is nothing but that is called one number. You are treating as called one number. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is what the non-recursive problems, and this is what the equations. Now, what is this problem is called?
Tower of an eye.
Tower of an eye. Where you have studied?
First sem, sir.
First semester.
Sorry, second
Which
sem.
subject? Second semester. Which subject? Which subject?
Data structure, sir.
Data structure.
Data structure.
Data structure. So data structure, you have solved the Tower of an eye problems using what? Recursion only. Using recursion techniques, you have done it. So there, if you have 3 disks, you have to move from source to destination all the 3 disks. You have to follow some of the conditions. So the smaller disk should not come below of the upper disk. So such a way that you have to move all 3 disks from source to destination. So you have to place, for example, you are having, this is called 1, this is called 2, this is called 3. When you are moving from here to here, so upper one should not come to the smaller disk, should not come to the below of the upper disk. That is what the conditions you have to say. So that means what, smaller disk should not come to this one. So now what you have to do is, so this you have to move it to destination, and this you have to move to the destination, source to destination directly. It is not possible. That is the reason you will be called it as called the temporary locations. See, now here is what they have done is, first one is your move to temporary, and the next disk you are move to the destination, and this one how to move to this one here. So now third one it moved here, and the second one, first one will be coming to the source again, second one will be coming here. So like this you are moving. That is the reason if you are having 3 disks, means how many types of moving will be happening is nothing but 2 to the power of 3. So that is nothing but 8. So that's what you might have got the output when you have executed. So you will be getting, sometimes the disk is moved from source to temporary, sometimes you will be getting temporary to destination, sometimes destination to again source or temporary disk, whatever it may be, you will be getting the messages. So like this you will be moving 8 times. So have you had lab program also, no, this?
Yes, sir.
You had lab program also this, and you have executed this. You know the rules, regulations, Tower of an eye problems, how to do it, that also. So now I will not say the algorithm for this problem. Now your assignment is, you have to open your data structures book, and you open that, write the algorithm. Next is write the problem for that. Identify the input size, and identify the basic operations. Write best, worst, average cases. Write the relationship, and solve the recurrence equation. So these 5 you have to do it. This is what the today's class assignment. And so actually normally I will do it 2 problems in the class. So one more problem when you are coming back to the offline, I'll tell you. So one problem, because some of the people, my practice students, they are told is, sir, better whenever you are having mathematical problems, try to avoid now. When we are coming back to college, if you are telling to us, we may understand, there we can interact easily. That's what they have suggested. My practice students, they told one student there. So that is the reason one problem I'm keeping like that. I'll tell you later. So this is what first unit. So first unit is nothing but you have major questions is, I'll tell you once again, I'll repeat. You can, if you have old question papers, you can repeat it, or you can open and see it. You can download from the VTU website also based on your register number. So you have the fundamental analysis of the algorithms. So that one is already I told you, identifying the problems, analyzing or exact versus approximation, how you will be designing the program, how you will be analyzing that, how you will be writing the coding, designing, all these things we have done. That is what the fundamentals algorithms. So that is 10 marks. That is called one big question. Another one is called the asymptotic notations. Asymptotic notations is nothing but big O, omega, and theta. So this one they'll be asking one big question. Another one is called the theorem. 3 questions. And one more is solve the recurrence relation problems and non-recurrence relation problems. You can take any example questions. These 4 problems only will be there in the examination. Recurrence or non-recurrence also, whatever I have told you. Find maximum element or minimum element, or one looping statement how told finding the minimum element, and another one is the matrix multiplication. You have solved it, that one. And recursive problems, you will be having the Fibonacci series and Tower of Hanoi. This out of 4, if they are giving any one problem, they will be giving in the examination. So this is the most important. Next is addition. So they can ask any programs. So what type of problems you will be studying in this, or how many ways graphs can be represented. How many ways graphs can be represented? 2 ways. One is called array representation. Another one is called the linked list representation. So how to implement? You have to take the one graph from source to destination. You have to write it. That one also I have told you, I hope. So that is what the recurrence graph related problems. So graph related problems is first unit only I have told you. So where is that? We will sort examples for the sorting problem. What you have studied is what you will be studying is this one only. So sorting problems, searching problems, strings, so graph problems. So graph related problems. That's one that only I have told you. So what type of problems you will be studying? This one only. So this is what you have to write it, and briefly you have to write it. What is sorting? So at the end of the semester, you will come to know what type of sorting techniques you have studied. So that is called bubble sort, selection sort, quick sort, merge sort, insertion sort, heap sort, and so on. Searching is binary and linear search. String processing also, you will be having the string Hart's algorithm. String matching also you will be doing. One is called the straightforward approach, one is called the Hart's algorithm. And graph related problems is nothing but you will be taking one graph. For that you will be identifying how to write the input values. That is called the graph related problems. So you have the examples called BFS, primes, Prustas, Dijikstas. You can write a number of examples for this. So I told you the example is called set 1, 2, 3, 4. How many subsets you can write it? That is called the combinational. So I can write null set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you take 5 elements. Another one is combinations. Is I can write 1 is one set, 2 is separate set, 3 is separate set, 4 is separate set, 5 is separate set, and 6 is separate set. Next I can write the another combinations 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. Another combinations is 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5. So another combination is 3, 4, 3, 5. Another combination is 4, 5. Suppose if you take another combinations, 3 combinations is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, and 1, 2, 5. So similarly 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 5. Another one is 3, 4, 5 combinations. Next is 4 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4 combinations. So like this you can write the combinational problems, and geometric problems also I told you, and numerical problems also I told you. So that is what the examples for that one. So these were the best worst average cases. Sequential search I told you, big O, omega, theta. So for that notes I'll give you in detail how to write the sorting techniques, graph related problems, and combinational problems, geometric problems, numerical problems, that I'll give you. So this is what says the first unit. First unit is this much only syllabus, simple, but only thing is you need to write big O notation definition, omega definition, theta definition. These are all the 3 definitions are important. You have to write it. First one is big O, next is omega, next is called theta. So you have written a function f of n is said to be g of n, and it is denoted by f of n is belongs to big O of g of n, and t of n is above bounded the constant sum of the constants c into g of n, and non-negative integer n naught and constant value c, such that f of n is less than or equal to c into g of n, where n is greater than or equal to n naught. So that is what the definition we have written, and some examples also we have seen. So that is what the big O notation. The similarly less than you have written here, greater than you write it. And the last one is nothing but f of n you are writing, and above one constant and below one constant. So that is nothing but you are, when you are multiplying one constant, either you will go for up or down. So such a way that you need to find out the input and output values. And based on this one theorem we have seen. So f of t of n plus t of t2 of n belongs to order of g of n. That is, you have to prove that t1 of n plus t2 of n, that is belongs to into maximum of order of g1 of n comma g2 of n. So that also I told you how to prove that. You have taken 4 arbitrary values and a1, b1, a2, b2. So based on that mathematical equations, we have proved that t1 of n plus t2 of n, that is belongs to 2 into maximum of that one. So that is what the one question. And recursive problems and non-recursive problems. This is what the first unit. Now I'll show you the other one also. So just I'll course file, I'll show it. Anything is left out, you can ask me in this. Can you able to see now Word document, students?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First unit is introduction, fundamentals of the analysis of algorithm efficiencies. So notations of the algorithms. Next is notations of the algorithms is nothing but fundamentals. We have to know what is the algorithm, how it will be executing. Next, fundamentals analysis of the algorithm solving. Next is important problem types. That is, important problem types is nothing but, I told you, one is called the graph related problem. So sorting, so first one is sorting, searching, and graph related problems. So combinational problems and geometric problems, and last one is the numerical problems. That is what the important problem types. And fundamentals of the data structures. And fundamentals of the data structures is nothing but which data structures you are using to solve. So you have which data structures means here fundamentals algorithms is nothing but you can write all those things like stacks, definition, stacks, queues, linked list, trees, all these things. So that is what the fundamentals data structures. Analysis of the framework. So analysis of the framework is nothing but we have done it. So 2 to the power of n theta 10 to the power of n, that examples we have done it, that one only. Analysis of the framework. Next is asymptotic notations, big O, omega, theta, and basic efficiencies classes for mathematical analysis of recursive and non-recursive problems. So mathematical efficiencies calculations also I have told you. So when you will be taking theta of n, when you will be taking theta of n square, when you will be taking theta of n cubed. So when you will be taking log n and all, I'll tell you that from the next unit onwards. So in this case, basics is nothing but efficiencies of the algorithms is nothing but that one only. So mathematical analysis of recursive problems and non-recursive problems. Mathematical analysis is nothing but today class whatever I have told you for recursive problems for the Fibonacci series. So how to prove that equation, to write the equation, general equations, and how many times the statement has been executed. So that is what the recursive problems and non-recursive problems. Anything left out in this? Anything left out? students? Anything left out?
No, sir.
Okay. So now, so this is what the first unit, and we'll go for the next unit, second unit. So when you are coming back to college, once again I'll tell you one problem from the recursive, one problem from the non-recursive problems. Now today's assignment is nothing but yours is what? So you need to do it. Write the algorithm for Tower of Hanoi problems, and you need to identify what is the input size for that, what is the basic operations for that. So next, third is worst, best, average cases, and fourth one is the write the recurrence relation and solve the recurrence relation for the fifth one. So that is what the 5 problems you're supposed to do it today. So do it. If you have any doubt, you can tell me the next class. I'll tell you how to do it and what to be done for that. So if you are not solving, it is very difficult for you people. Okay. So second unit is nothing but the brute force techniques. So what is the brute force techniques? All these things, definitions, we'll see in the next class. So if you have any doubts, please let me know for the first unit. So first unit I have completed today. Any doubts if you are having, please let me know. Notes I will share it to you people. So one day we'll discuss that also. First unit. Only thing is I have to scan it and I have to send it. Soft copy is available. So that we'll see it. What to be done, how to be done, and how to send it. So first unit, any doubts? Any doubts? You have to tell it. Any topic is, if you're having doubt, you tell me. Hi, Sharia.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Deepika?
No, sir.
Kavya?
No, sir.
Kishore? Kishore?
Sir,
Any
yes, sir.
doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Akash?
No, sir.
Srinidhi?
No, sir.
Sunil?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
No doubt. So only thing is, I'll send you the notes because I have to go to library, I have to scan it and then I have to send it to you people. I'll do it that. So once you read the notes, then if you have any doubt, please let me know that. So all the problems I told you. So in that, what are all the fundamentals of the algorithms I told you, big O, omega, theta definitions I told you, and theorem also I told you, and mathematical analysis, how to get it also I told you, how to solve the recurrence relation and non-recurrence relation problems. That is what the only first unit. So in this, they'll be giving 2 questions. First question and second question, you have to write any one of that, the combinations. So I told you big 4 questions. That is the reason I told you 4 questions compulsory. They'll be giving either 2, sometimes 3 also, because they will not be getting any combinations only. So that 4 questions compulsory, 4 also will be there sometimes 3 minimum. So otherwise they cannot get the questions. So maybe either 1A, one time, second time is a 2B, something like that. That's it. But they don't have options to ask the other questions. So these 4 questions, whether you like it or not, some people mathematics means they'll scare that to write the theorems and all to learn it. You don't have any options. You have to write it. That's what I told you. Ada, either you are getting full marks, otherwise sometimes fail only. So if you are not learning properly, it is very difficult. Shall we stop now?
Yes, sir.
First unit, no problem. Anybody is having doubt, please let me know that. Today problem also you solve it and come back tomorrow. Tomorrow class we'll see that once, then we'll go for the second unit. Otherwise, when you're coming for the Offline classes, we will discuss once again one problem. I'll tell you briefly once again how to solve recursive problems and non-recursive problems. So don't think this is the two problems only normally we'll discuss. Any problem, let them give, no problem. No need to scare that, sir, you didn't solve with this problem in the class. So you cannot say like that. So mathematics means they can give some other problem. Instead of finding maximum problem, if they ask you to write minimum problem, doesn't matter. So write according to that. No need to scale. So identify n. So you see the within the function, minimum main function, what input values they have given, either n or m or k or whatever, n by n or whatever it may be. Next is, once it is input size, basic operations. Basic operations means inside the inner loop, what type of operations you are doing, either addition or subtraction or multiplication or division, what type of operations you write it there, either comparison or whatever it may be. Next is best worst average cases. Best worst average case, when it will execute if your program is stopping in between somewhere. So that means searching techniques only, it will stop somewhere. Suppose if I want to search one database, if I am able to get it within the 5th record or 10th record, no need to execute the remaining things. There you can write best case, worst case, average case. When it will happen, when you are trying to search first time itself, you are getting, that is called the best one. Worst case is nothing but all the input size. Suppose if you have n records, if you are getting the nth record, that is called the worst case. So that is what you will be writing, best, worst, average cases. Next is recurrence relation, is nothing but just you see the, if it is non-recursion means how many loops are there, that many summations you are putting, first loop, first summation, second loop, second summation. That's it. If you have 3, one more summation you will be putting according to that. You write it n into, you don't worry for that. So even write that 3 equations, you write it 1 or 2 simplifications, then directly also you can write it n into n square. Minus subtracting also no problem, that is belongs to, that is the maximum input size, n square. So n cubed also same thing, n cubed minus subtracting something also, that value belongs to n cubed only. No need to bother for it, but you have to write it properly. That is what the recurrence relations and solving. Okay, so today now I will be stopping the class. So next class we'll see the second unit. I will start the second unit. Okay.